the Bars Weekly Replay.
Miss anything? Want to hear it again? Here's the Brett Andrews Radio Show Weekly Replay.
No, I can't speak for anyone else, but I can say for myself, if I did something that landed me in prison, when I got out of prison, I probably wouldn't do said thing again. Unfortunately, Billy McFarland doesn't see eye to eye with me on that. Now, if you don't know the name Billy McFarland, maybe you remember the Fyre Festival, or that which was supposed to be the Fyre Festival. You guys remember a couple years ago, this gigantic desert island celebration music, unbelievable food, and luxurious accommodations, and it ended up being none of those things. None of the artists showed up. People were sleeping on the floor in tents, eating bologna sandwiches. Well, the guy went to prison for fraud because he took all these people's money and nothing actually happened with it. Well, he's out of prison now, and guess what he's doing? The Angela Yee Show on our sister station, V100.7, had this guy on to talk about, yes, Fyre Festival 2.
You've already sold tickets?
Yes, we did a pre-sale for Fyre Festival 2.
Really?
It's gonna be in the Caribbean next year. Mm-hmm. We're announcing the date and location this summer.
Okay.
The biggest difference this time is that I'm not in charge, which kind of sucks.
So
right?
you're not having your hands on the money. It's not going through you.
Can't touch the money. There is like a third-party festival company who all they do is festivals, who's actually in charge. They basically, have 51%. We have 49%, and they call the shots, but I still get to do like the marketing and hopefully some like the wild adventures on the trip.
Okay, first of all, I have so much to say, but I won't. If your spokesperson has to go on the radio and say that they don't have anything to do with it, it's probably not a great spokesperson. Just throwing that out there. Also, if you buy tickets to Fyre Festival 2, I don't feel bad for you. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's the saying. That works here.
Just as I thought.
Got Eagle-Eyed Cherry. Save tonight. Tuesday morning on the Brett Andrews Radio Show. Hannah Bananas hanging over there.
Hi.
Morning, Hannah.
Good morning.
So over the weekend, we sat down to have supper. Just my kiddos and Michaela and I, and I had seen a story last week about a Star Wars, an original Star Wars toy, a figure that had sold at auction. It became the most expensive collectible ever purchased. Okay, at auction. It was a Boba Fett. I don't know if you know Star Wars, but it was a Boba Fett action figure that's sold for $525,000, $500,000.
God, so wild.
So it blows my mind that people in the world have $500,000 to spend on a piece of plastic that's about 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
But anyway, my son Lennon is so into Star Wars. He always been super into Star Wars. He loves Darth Vader. He loves all the ships. My wife is a big and you'll appreciate this. She's a big garage sale, rummage sale. She's a rummager.
Yeah.
And
you gotta be.
In Tosa, they do like different neighborhood ones, and so there were some people doing some rummage sales, and Michaela found a really cool Millennium Falcon ship from Star Wars that still had and it was opened, it was played with. Part of the the thing with the collectibles, they have to be in the boxes,
right?
Like
basically never barely
touched.
Looked at even.
Right, exactly. You look at it too much, it loses value.
Yeah.
So I bring this up at dinner. I'm like, so, I know you got that Millennium Falcon for $2. I was just reading about this, more than $500,000 action figure, the Boba Fett. And then Lennon, he's 5. He goes, oh, Daddy, can I get that? I said, my dude, no. I said, buddy, that action figure costs more than our house.
Your first lesson in money.
So I said, buddy, I'm sorry. I would love to get you that, but mommy and daddy don't have that much money.
Yeah.
You know what his answer is?
Will Grandma and Grandpa get it for me?
No, I wish that was. They can certainly afford it better than I could, but they can't afford that either. But 99.999% of the world can't afford that. Anyway, he looks at me and he kind of pauses for a second and he goes, well, or maybe you could work more. I said, what? You are out of your mind.
I mean, listen, he's not wrong. If you want more money, do a little more work, Freddie Andrews.
Yeah, I guess I'm slacking the 70 hours a week that I work now.
God, that's so funny.
Oh, to be five. All right, Big FM and me, Brett Andrews. Hannah Bananas here.
Hello.
Wow, let's do Hannah's big thing just to, make sure people can have their Tuesday. Otherwise, Tuesday just gets canceled, and that's not good.
95.7 Big FM.
Can you really start your day without Hannah's big thing? Well, yeah, you can, but you're here, so you don't have to.
It's Hannah's Big Thing on the Brett Andrews Radio Show.
What's on thy mind, Hannah?
Well,
What troubles thy mind?
not really troubling.
That's me, but
but
that's my Shakespearean.
that was great. Did they use the word trouble in Shakespeare? Did they have anyways, something we didn't understand?
What bothers thy mind?
Some word that I certainly didn't understand.
To be or not to be? My mom is an English teacher.
Oh, man.
My mom was an English teacher, right? And I remember freshman English, we did, we read Romeo and Juliet, and my mom, bless her heart, sat down with me and word for word read it, the whole play with me, and it helped me,
to understand it. Yeah.
And did you ever see the Leonardo DiCaprio
totally, yeah.
one? You remember the scene when they're at the gas station, right? Mm-hmm. And it's add fuel to the fire and all this kind of allusions to, so there's a part in there where he goes, do you bite your thumb at me, sir? And I bite my thumb, but I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. You know what I'm talking about? I know it's kind of,
I don't remember that exact line, no. But
my mom explained to me that in those times, again, it's putting your thumb kind of in your mouth, just going like that.
Yeah,
is the equivalent of today flipping the bird.
Yeah,
right?
people that do it under their chin and going, yeah.
So,
okay, all right.
But it was
bring that back.
I would love to. I'm just gonna start biting my thumb at people
and be like,
right. So, but then I would go to school the next day and I'd get into class and we would discuss the parts we were supposed to read. And man, Mrs. Johnson thought I was so smart because I understood the symbolism. And I'm like, yeah, that's because my mom sat down with me for an hour the night before. So shout out to Susie for helping me.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah. And I'm so glad. I don't even think we should go over my big thing anymore. I think that should be my big thing that hey, when you are really mad at somebody in your life or a coworker or whatever, just put your thumb under your fingers and flake it out like that.
It's it's like for Mean Girls when she says
under your teeth.
Yeah, when she says fetch.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, stop trying to make fetch
No,
happen.
we don't want to make it happen, though. We only want a certain amount of people to know.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to be...
So it'll be low key.
I don't want to go to my husband Jaime and be like... Nah.
So, yeah. So, if you're angry at someone, if you want to kind of tell somebody off...
You're in the circle.
Yeah. Or if maybe somebody cuts you off on the road.
There you go.
Rather than flipping the bird, you just go...
Yep. All right, done.
There you go. All right. And that is the makeshift Hannah's big thing for today.
Way better than what I was talking about.
All right, good. There we go.
After these messages,
We'll be right back to the Brett Andrews Radio Show and Milwaukee's best variety of the 80s and 90s.
95.7 Big FM.
95.7 Big FM. Hannah, are you on Twitter anymore?
No.
Were you, though?
I mean, I have an account, but it still exists, but I never really used Twitter.
So I was a big Twitter guy. I'm having trouble comprehending why Elon Musk decided to change the name to X.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and listen, the guy's a billionaire. He owns all kinds of companies. So who am I to tell somebody how to do business or market anything or brand anything? But if your product is like a noun but also a verb, in that like the thing is called Twitter, but people commonly will say or would say tweet me, right? You don't
what do you say
give
now?
that up. X me? That's just not okay.
I don't feel like that sounds right. Do you say that on the radio?
I don't think. No, I think that FCC gonna be. But so I haven't posted in months and months and months, probably years. I actually unfollowed all the people I used to follow because I don't use it anymore. So just for fun one night, I literally just went through and unfollowed it, and I made my like thing. I don't follow you. Nope. I don't follow my wife. I don't
even have the app on my phone. Like I don't even know how to find it.
I don't. I don't either. Do I? I don't know. But
can I search Twitter? Or do I got to search X?
Apparently, I think Twitter.com still gets there, but also X.com gets there. X gonna give it to you.
Oh, it's X on my phone. Twitter didn't come up, but X did.
Okay.
I don't want to open that just in case it's.
Yeah, be
X.
careful. That might not be family friendly.
Okay. Anyways.
Well, and that's the other thing is that they came out recently with all these changes. One of which being that you can just OnlyFans that up. You can bare naked bottom that thing.
You can view a little something.
I mean, like, so that's just so weird to like. Listen, I get it because as I understand that was kind of always around on Twitter /X, but like basically they're just saying you could just put your business. You can put your body parts on there. We don't care.
I feel like maybe it was to get people to stick around or join, but like it didn't get you. So is it not working?
I don't know.
It didn't get you to come back so far unless you're just not telling us.
And then, who, me? Yeah. Well, no, man, because if I want... Anyway, no, never mind. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you. But what I will say is the other thing that they just came out and like adjusted was the likes are now completely...
Yeah, I don't understand that.
They're completely anonymous. So you can like a post on X, and the person who posted it
can see
that they have 14 likes or 20 likes or 50 likes.
But they don't know who actually liked?
But they don't know who it is.
I don't understand the point of that.
They can see how many people liked it, but not who liked it. I think it's connected. Quite honestly, I feel like it's connected with the fact that they're now allowing grown people content because people have gotten in trouble. Like politicians have gotten in trouble for liking the wrong post back in the day, right? That's a thing. So now
we just don't want to see them doing it.
Creepy congressmen can go like all the body parts that they want, and nobody will know.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
I'm just gonna get a flip phone and text people. That's all I want to do in life. I know I'm old, but I'll
join the flip phone.
Flip phone. Flip phone. We're getting flip phones. Consumer Cellular. All right, if you have a flip phone, you can't listen to iHeartRadio, though, so maybe.
Can you really start your day without Hannah's big thing? Well, yeah, you can, but you're here, so you don't have to.
It's Hannah's Big Thing on the Brett Andrews Radio Show.
Hannah's like my wife. She likes the hot heat, so she's enjoying me commiserating in the... I'm just, if every day were 72 and partly sunny, I'd be a perfectly happy dude. I'm just saying.
Why are you living here? I'm sure that exists
There's
somewhere.
nowhere to live. California.
There's got to be at least one city in California that has that one.
Well, Ryan Seacrest took all the radio jobs in LA, so I'm out of luck. What you got for Hannah's big thing today?
Might not be great news for you.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to just continue down this path.
All right, go.
For more than 2 decades, researchers have been studying the curve of happiness, and they found its lowest in your 40s.
Oh, wonderful. Hold on, let me hit my buzzer.
So it seems that this decade of life is when everything gets real, and people may feel like their expectations of what their life would be like aren't quite the reality. Like this whole time you think, oh, my life is going to be like this, and all of a sudden you're like, dang, I'm in my 40s. I didn't do any of that. Like, oh my gosh.
I think of, in fairness, I think of that often. It's like, listen, I am so grateful for what I have. I have a job that I love. Totally. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 amazing children. I've got great coworkers. If you see one of those, let them know. Hey-oh.
I literally was mouthing to you, thank you, until you said that.
Well, I can't be too nice for that long. But is this, how I pictured things would be at age 22 or 23 or 25? No. The world takes different turns. Do you and Jaime, or do you watch a show? Do you guys have Apple Plus?
No, we don't.
So
no.
My sister was telling. Ow, that was my hand. See, that's what I get for making fun of you.
Payback.
It's karma right there. My sister was telling me about a show that she watches on Apple Plus called Dark Matter, and the concept of this show is that this scientist has figured a way to like travel through different like realities, and it's like the theory that everything that could happen to a person, every decision a person could make, they do make in some alternate, and this guy figures out how to like travel between them.
Find like the best life.
So I often think about like, well, what if I would have said no to this job or yes to this job, or if I would have gotten, if I would have dated this person for too long, you know what I mean? And so I 100%. Certainly, you think back, but
I think about that all the time because I had a huge decision to make when I graduated college. Either start working here or move back to Spain.
Right.
And I chose working here. And
Hannah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But see, then if you
all downhill from there.
You take it a step further, if you would have gone to Spain, would you have ever met Jaime?
Maybe not.
Would you have had your beautiful daughter, Karina?
I mean, I could maybe do without Jaime some days, but I'm so glad that I have Karina, so let's just leave it at that. Love you, Jaime.
It's funny because, my parents are divorced, right?
Yeah.
My mom and my biological dad separated when I was really young, and I in conversations with my mom over the years, if you had never gotten married to my biological dad, maybe you wouldn't have me and Jason, my brother, and she always goes, I would have had you anyway. It would have been. She's got it figured out in her head that she would have just got it.
I don't know about your brother because I don't know him super well.
Yeah.
But I do know about you, and I really feel like you would have found a way to make your presence here.
I'm coming through. Brett Andrews Radio Show
mom.
jingles.
I think it would be you.
I had merch.
She just knew that about you, that you were going to make your way here to her.
I had, second I was born, I had a logo. I had merch. I had a website, Baby Brett Andrews Radio Show .gov. It was great.
You're listening to the Brett Andrews Radio Show.
All I gotta do is listen to you. Do, 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 do. Diddle, 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 do, do.
95.7 Big FM.
So last week, Friday, was my daughter Luna's 3rd birthday.
Right.
And we had a bunch of celebrations over the weekend. We did like just kind of the 4 of us, my wife and Michaela and big bro Lennon and I and Luna did our thing on Friday, and then we went to Chicago on Saturday to see my sister Auntie Mal. Here's one thing that I love about Luna, and it didn't like occur to her because we kind of like celebrated over the course of 3 days. She didn't catch on to this yet, so hopefully by her next birthday she will. So a lot of people were walking up to her and saying, "Happy birthday, Luna!"
Yeah,
and her response, because she's always had holidays that you say it back.
Yeah, okay.
So, "Happy birthday, Luna!" I said, "Happy birthday, Daddy." I said, "No, it's not my birthday." But every time somebody said that, she would say it to them. So she said, "Happy birthday, Auntie Mal. Happy birthday, Grandpa." And it was just
that's really kind of cute.
Yeah.
Don't change it. Just let her keep doing it.
Just let her think that's what you do.
Yes.
The Brett Andrews Radio Show.